You know you want to start a business. What you may not know is how to make it a reality. GoDaddy Arrow's got you. It uses AI to help you find the domain name that's right for you. Next, answer a few prompts, and with a couple clicks, Arrow will design a professional-looking website or storefront in minutes. Arrow can even help you stay engaged with your customers. Just attach a professional email that matches your domain. With GoDaddy Arrow, you can build a business without having to know a thing about this stuff. Just visit GoDaddy.com to get started. That's GoDaddy.com. Premium features require paid subscription. See terms on site.
Monster Energy. Everybody knows White Monster Zero Ultra. That's the OG. It kicked off this whole zero sugar energy drink thing. But Ultra is a whole lineup now. You've got Strawberry Dreams, Blue Hawaiian, Sunrise, and Vice Guava. And they all bring the Monster Energy punch. So if you've been living in the white can, branch out. Ultra's got a flavor for every vibe. And every single one is zero sugar. Tap the banner to learn more.
This is Optimal Living Daily, The Horrifying Potential of Potential by Greg Audino of gregaudino.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Today I'm reading an article written by one of our other hosts, the host of Optimal Relationships Daily, Greg Audino. So let's get right to it as we optimize your life. The Horrifying Potential of Potential by Greg Audino of gregaudino.com. Though the constitutions of laziness and achievement can vary depending on where and when you are, one of the few themes that has remained intact from generation to generation and from place to place is that laziness is to be looked down upon while great achievements are to be celebrated. Laziness is the low road that anyone can take, and effort, often regardless of the outcome, is the high road that requires people to give themselves an extra push before setting foot. We see this every day, whether it be in the media, the workplace, or in our social lives. Those who are achieving the most receive the most accolades, attention, and seemingly the most respect. To everyone else, particularly those who really feel as though they are on the outside looking in, whether all of this validation is rooted in love or in envy isn't worth paying attention to. Even if you were paying attention to it from that angle, it probably still wouldn't matter because at the end of the day, the achievers seem to be fitting in with society a lot better than you are. It should come as no surprise then that everyone from all walks of life and with varying degrees of qualification encourage others to not waste their talents. They claim that unfulfilled potential is a terrible thing and that we should appreciate and utilize the gifts we're given, as there are gateways to becoming as valuable members of society as we can be. As is the case with most things people have their minds made up about, however, there is another side that is usually not considered. That is the fact that the talent unique to you comes with an experience that's unique to you. Because there's so much emphasis put on achievement, people often stop there and forget to look past that achievement and towards the person achieving it. We're prone to hearing more about what they've done than about who they are. High achievers can be on top of the world one day and completely forgotten about as soon as they're no longer performing at the same level and with little regard to why. Though they're never associated with one another, rest assured there's a great connection between the ominous two warnings, don't waste your talent, and just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. The parallel proves itself relevant for many people, whether they're in for a rude awakening that they don't yet know about, or whether their talent has already consumed them and they're too frightened to seek a way out of it. What does this look like? Well, it usually starts with the realization that our time here is limited and that it's of utmost importance to fill that time wisely. Person A, let's say she's a wildly successful figure skater, realizes this. But pump your brakes. Remember, more important than being a wildly successful figure skater, she's Person A. She has a name, and her experience from skating isn't what you envision it to be. It's something that she's been pressured into by her parents since she was a little girl, and something she never really had a choice in. It's consumed her life, and now that she's old enough to make her own decisions, she finds that her talent is a waste of time because she never really enjoyed it in the first place. She instead chooses to pursue something else that she's always been curious about. Would it have been better for her to stick with the skating even though it made her miserable? Was doing away with her talent not a healthy choice? Or what about Person B, who, after being Person B, is a gifted singer? He too has an amazing talent and has found great success, except it's come at a price. As his smile fades and his skin hangs a little bit more upon the receipt of each award, he finds that his devotion to his talent has taken away from other things he wanted to do with his life, and that he has become devoid of family, genuine friendships, or physical feats he's now incapable of doing. It's been a life unshared with other people or other endeavors. His talent swallowed him whole, and at some point became too big for him to reconsider. Should he have not put his talent to the side, at least for a little while? Then you've got person C. She knows she can play professional basketball, and she dreams of that lifestyle every day. But if she's going to hate everything besides the end result, if she's going to hate the daily practice, the travel, the time away from family, the inability to play other sports because she might get hurt, the commission she has to pay her agent, the cattiness from her teammates, the cheap shots from opponents, why would she possibly not waste that talent and do something else? It doesn't make sense. Look first at the person, not the talent. You may be in a similar situation. The idea of your potential and what kind of life can come from maximizing it may have gotten to a point where it's counteractive to your well-being. Maybe the pressures induced by your own version of achievement or the thoughts you imagine society is thinking about you has left you afraid of the uncertainty of trying something new. Sticking to your talent might feel like your only chance. Well, fear not. We forget that we're already wasting our talent on an everyday basis, and that's because of two things you don't know. Well, there's a lot more than two things you don't know, but two that relate to this scenario. The first thing is that you don't know what else you're talented at. You have no idea. Every day there's a trillion billion things you're choosing not to do that you might be amazing at. You think all the people celebrated for being at the top of their industries are genetically the most capable group? The odds of that are impossibly small. I've never gone cross-country skiing a day in my life, but if I put the time and effort in, I might have the potential to be the greatest cross-country skier that ever lived, and I'll never fucking know it. This goes for anything. These top performers have gotten to where they are more because of their choices than because of their natural gifts, and that's fine. We can't attempt everything, and that reality means we're wasting our talent for every single thing we don't try. And the second thing you don't know, which compounds that first aforementioned thing, is what's going to be the right path to take for your health, your happiness, your fulfillment, everything. This is the unknown that resides over all things in life. You don't know what will happen from one day to the next, and trying to manipulate that truth by utilizing your talents in search of a lifestyle payoff rather than because they bring you legitimate joy is only going to end up in disaster. You just listened to the post titled, The Horrifying Potential of Potential by Greg Audino of gregaudino.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. We all know the struggle of the holiday gift hunt. You want something personal, but also want to avoid buying clutter. That's why I recommend Aura Frames. It makes holiday shopping incredibly easy because it's meaningful and looks beautiful in any home. My favorite feature is that you can preload photos before it even ships. I set one up where I added a welcome message and a whole album of memories. It connects to Wi-Fi, and you can share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone, keeping everyone connected all year long. Don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code OLD at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code OLD. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Introducing your new Dell PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot, because it's built with all-day battery plus powerful AI features that help you do it all with ease, from editing images to drafting emails to summarizing large documents to multitasking. So you can organize your holiday shopping and make custom holiday decor and search for great holiday deals and respond to holiday requests and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, and plan the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC that helps you do it all faster, so you can get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours before the holidays at dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See dell.com for details. Thank you to Greg. Again, he's the host over on one of our other shows, Optimal Relationships Daily. You can find that show and listen in wherever you're hearing this. Please do follow or subscribe to that show. That helps keep this one going as well. There's a great point in there. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. And just because you're capable of doing something, even if it's an amazing talent, doesn't mean you should. The professional basketball player was a great example. And I'm sure there are many things you are capable of doing, but don't for whatever reason. That's okay. For me, it might have been pursuing music as a career, but I'm really happy where I landed. Some nice words to live by. Greg said, look first at the person, not the talent. And that applies not just to ourselves, but to everyone around us. Something to think about. And with that, thank you for being here and thinking about these things along with me and the other hosts in the Optimal Living Daily Network. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.